All right, welcome to lovely Saturday morning. Like you all know, it's excellent word. We always give it to you exactly how we do it. Thank you, Enzo Mareska. Thank you, Nicole Jackson, for your fantastic work yesterday. I must tell you, I have no choice than to smile because if you're angry, it makes it worse. This is exactly what we're talking about. 240 people that chooses to make things worse for Chelsea. I must tell you the truth, I'm beginning to think about this Enzo Mareska of a coach, if he's still going to stay with Chelsea or not. Yes, we are divided on the issue of Enzo Mareska. Like you all know, when Chelsea say go, they mean go. We are not saying go to Enzo Mareska, but we must tell ourselves the truth. Enzo Mareska needs to correct himself. Enzo Mareska likes to gamble match. He gambles match. Why I tell you that Enzo Mareska gambles match is that when it gets worse, Enzo Mareska knows what to do. But he likes to gamble match. What on earth was that selection he did before I come to that of Nicole Jackson? Enzo Mareska knows that every time he plays James out of his wing, it's never the right thing to do. Enzo Mareska have James in the field. Enzo Mareska have Gusto in the field. What a mess. It was crystal clear. I was expecting him to correct it in the second half. He did the worst of changes. That is it. Enzo Mareska have all the blames. He has all the blames. He is to blame for yesterday 3-1 loss to Flamingo. That is one. Number two is this. Chelsea board. I'm talking to you now, Chelsea management. You're talking of selling, what's his name? Noni Madueke. I believe Chelsea fans and those that hate Noni Madueke is beginning to learn lesson. You saw it yesterday that Noni Madueke absence in the field was totally crystal clear. They took Kopama to Noni Madueke's wing. It was a total flop. It was crystal clear. Enzo Mareska saw that Kopama was out of the match because of where he dropped Kopama. Instead of it to take it back taking it back to his normal wing second half, and then bring in Noni Madueke, he did the opposite entirely. This is crystal clear. This is a coach that most times you begin to wonder, is he in the field or is he just writing from somewhere, or is he watching the match or is he not watching the match? This is what it is. It is crystal clear. Kopama was out of the match because he was playing the wing that he couldn't play, instead of bringing Noni Madueke in to balance the equation. And I'm warning you, Chelsea board, if you make a mistake and say Noni Madueke, you will have yourself to regret it. That is what it is. And again, Nicole Jackson. I'm beginning to count days for Nicole Jackson. I must tell you the truth, because that young dude has lost it all. His mentality, that is the problem he has. He is a fantastic player that can grow, but his level of thinking is totally out of it. It's not the kind of player that Chelsea should rely on. You saw the stamping. That same bad stamping he did against Newcastle. He did it again yesterday against Flamingo. That shows you that his state of mind is not for the team. He's just playing for an individual play. He thinks only about himself and how the glory is going to have if he scores goal. You watch him anytime he scores goal, it's more like he's talking to the fans or he's talking to the critics, which is very, very wrong. And that brings to the issue of John Mikel Obi yesterday. Mikel Obi said, no. What a rubbish. And it's totally rubbish. This is what you did in a match against Crystal Palace in Newcastle. Very serious match that Chelsea need. You came in, you messed it up. The same thing he did yesterday game. He came in, he messed the match up entirely. He makes the match porous and he takes Chelsea down to 3-1. I think it's time Enzo Mareska begin to know what he's doing about his selection. Chelsea team selection is in fact, I think it's very, very easy. Everybody knows that Reece James is one of the best two in the world. You can't take it away from him. Come to England, he's the best. Go to Spain, I don't see anybody that's ahead of Reece James. Go to Germany, I don't see any player that's ahead of Reece James in two. What are we saying? Why do you keep dropping Reece James? Taking him out of his wing, and at the end of the day, it's not paying you, and yet you're doing it. I begin to wonder. What's stopping him from playing Santos when he take away Enzo Fernandez? Instead, he went to bring in Gueye. I don't understand. I need someone to explain to me what is wrong with Enzo Mareska. I have to be sincere. Enzo Mareska is running Chelsea down most time in the matches. He is a good coach that understands what to do, but he prefers to gamble match. I don't know why. And finally, Chelsea must get a superb striker. If you watch Liam Delap yesterday, he is a fantastic player. All the time in the pitch, he was bullying the super, and most times he's always in the flank. So if you have a point man that knows what he's doing, he can play along with Liam Delap, and Liam Delap would deliver. If you watch yesterday, no particular ball was given to Liam Delap like Nicole Jackson always gets, and he bullies them, he takes them away. There was nothing clear for Liam Delap to deliver. There wasn't, because it was only Pedro Neto that was operating from his flank. There was nobody like Noni Madueke to the store. So I think it's time Chelsea board reason very, very well. When you're talking about selling Noni Madueke, you better know what you're doing. Even if you're bringing Gaitan, even if you're bringing a Kunduz, even if you're bringing Fofana, Madueke must not go anywhere. If you try it, you will remember today that I say Chelsea will regret it. I love you all. Stay blessed. X1 word. We move.